We are now at part 3 of the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth, based on our text, 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 6 to 8. And in the last clip, part 2, I talk about a bit of healing. I just want to share a bit of testimony, and just want to also bring across a point. And I really believe in healing. I believe in signs, wonders, and miracles. And I can't compare myself to ministry of the signs, wonders, and miracles that we hear about so many. But I have my own, just a little experience of it. Uh, I want to share this just to encourage you. Um, um, I was working full time at a church. My part of my responsibility was to drive the van, uh, and mainly to help out in the ministry to the poor. We had food distribution uh, for the families at the slum area at Kampung Lindongan at the Mentari area, Bandar Sunway. And that if you are not local here, it is in the Klang Valley, near Petaling Jaya, in the state of Selangor. So, so then from there, we distribute, we pack food stuff and we distribute weekly to different families. And from there, we started a tuition center to give free tuition to the kids, to really help them out, help them up, and help them out in their studies. So we actually use a building in front of a family which we reach out to, and the family and the children, if I'm not mistaken, the four of the children, the mom and the four children, we took them to church on Sundays. And the husband was in jail, in prison. And later on, the the husband, by the name of Raman, came out of jail. He then started looking for a job, but a log of wood fell on his feet, and he went to see a doctor, no improvement. Went to see the medium, a spirit medium, and no improvement. He was really desperate to find a job. At the same time, all this time he has been hindering and preventing his children, his family, his wife and children to go to church, and he was giving problems to us at the tuition center. So I went to visit him, and as I walked, approaching, I saw him, and the Holy Spirit just came upon me, and there was a compassion. Just to, even before I greeted, I just said Raman, and just before I say anything else, I just asked him, "Can I pray for you?" And his leg was bandaged, and the bandage wasn't clean at all. He's like, it just wasn't clean at all, because I believe that he just wrapped his ankle with a bandage and walked around with a bandage. And I just prayed for him, and I felt the spiritual dimension. I could go into spiritual dimension and to go into his leg. I can't really explain it, but I'm just saying that somehow I know in my spirit I went into his leg, the ankle. I went inside, and I just said simple words like, "God heal his leg." And after that, I left. And one day, my church, we had a discipleship program, and different people were tasked to teach on different topics. And I was chosen to teach on healing. And my pastor said, I was chosen to teach on healing because I prayed for Raman. He got healed and he stopped troubling and stopping his family to go to church, and he became friendly and supportive. So, and I also have experience. Long story short, I was asked to minister at Orang Asli natives the Aborigines natives at the Canberra Highlands. This village is very high at the top. A four-wheel drive, you cannot even reach there. You have to walk all the way up, and it was founded by a Presbyterian church pastor, and it's a Presbyterian church. And the pastor went on leave, and my friend came just to help and invited me to minister. And the Holy Spirit just moved, and the whole church, 40, 50 of them, were slain by the Holy Spirit. Really slain. And that was not the biggest miracle. The biggest miracle was they have not been taught. They were not aware or know of such a manifestation of the Spirit. It was like totally new to them. It's like not like our charismatic churches. They are aware of such being slain in the Spirit. And these people are totally unaware of such things because it was a Presbyterian church. So I really believe in the move of the Holy Spirit, but John chapter 16, the Bible, Jesus said that the Holy Spirit is the Spirit of truth. So it's important that we are the people of truth. And 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 9 to 10, the coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders. Verse 10. And with all unrighteousness, deception among those who perish, because they did not receive the love of the truth, that they might be saved. So we, as believers of Christ, we are the people of truth who have the love of the truth, a love for the truth. And we know that even accurate prophecies doesn't mean it's of God. So we cannot judge prophecy just because it is accurate. But we need a love of the truth, and we need to have spiritual discernment, which is another topic altogether. Now, Acts 17 verse 10 to 11. Let me read. Then the brethren immediately sent Paul and Silas away by night to Berea. When they arrived, they went into the synagogue of the Jews. Verse 11, these were more fair-minded than those in Thessalonica, in that they received the word with all readiness and searched the scriptures daily to find out whether these things were so. So they were fair-minded. They were not biased. They were not dogmatically biased, and they searched the scriptures. The leaven of sincerity, the unleavened bread, the unleavened bread, not leaven, the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth. So they searched the scriptures with the heart of sincerity, with a love of the truth. So in conveying the truth, the unleavened manna from heaven, the spiritual truth, we cannot use the force of personality, the force of popularity, the force of position, okay, but with a heart of sincerity and truth. So let me summarize here. Okay, just give a few points, right? Okay, our faith is not so fragile that we are so afraid to face the fact that our believing still needs improving in accordance to the truth of the scriptures. And number two, if we have real faith and humility, we will be willing to go deeper, more thorough, to be more accurate in the truth. Thirdly, we can face the hard truth. The unleavened bread is hard, it's not soft and fluffy. We can face the hard truth. We will search and find the truth with a heart of sincerity. We are a people who love the truth. And number four, the Holy Spirit is the Spirit of truth. So with the unleavened bread of sincerity and truth, with a heart that is sincere, seeking after truth, we convey that with sincerity and truth, and not use the force of personality or popularity or position to create or to forward or to transmit our own narrative or line of thinking because of our personal agenda or ulterior motive. God bless you.